The Russians are right back in the mix over in Euro 2020 after ousting the Fighting Finns. But what's the state of play over in Group B? We'll take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another match review, looking back at the Group B encounter between Russia and Finland, and we'll get to that in 1 second. If you do, smash your subscribe button to get you back up to date with all things Euro 2020 related, but Rose related, world football related. We're going to know here under one brewski. That's right, boys and girls. Of course, the games are coming thick and fast. No rest for the wicked and no rest for the Russians. That's right, right back in the mix. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Big shout out to the VIPs. They're the patrons. Thank you for your continuous support. If you know, smash your subscribe. Check out the links down below on the race to 25k. So here we go. Kick it all off then, shall we? Jump in the deep end. It is Finland against Russia. It was a 1-0 win in the end with Alexei Miranchuk with the late first half goal. And it was a spectacular one as well to give the Russians the lead as they entered the break. Unfortunately for the Finns, they did have the ball in the back of the net. Palapajano with a bit of a banger as well, but unfortunately it was just a fraction offside. The VAR coming into full effect and ultimately stealing all 3 points from them. To be fair, I think the Russians were the better side on this one. Again, we couldn't do a watch along. We've got technical snafus at the moment with YouTube being little bastards, slapping my wrist for whatever reason, but hopefully we're going to have the watch alongs back, but they're going to be on Twitch over the next few days. And then hopefully we'll be back next week with YouTube. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, regardless of all that, 14 shots on the night for the other. So as you can see, of course, dominated by Russia today, 59% possession compared to the 41% for Finland. They did have 14 shots, just 3 of them on target, 8 of them off target. That's Russia. Of course, Finland coming in there with, 4 shots, 11 shots on the day, 4 of them off target, just 1 of them on target. 6 of the other ones were blocked. So there was a lot of opportunity and chances to make it the ends meet on this one, but ultimately the Russia had the quality. The cream did rise to the crop in this situation, and of course it does make a very spicy Group B at the moment. Of course, the possession wise was not, there's just one case. Pass success rate 83% for Russia, 81% for Finland. So of course very intricate play. 756 touches for Russia, 600 for the Finns, 580 passes compared to the 404 on the door. So the shot grid here, shall we? Of course, the lighter blue is that of Russia. The darker circle, the red circle, or the whatever this is, greyish, is the Finns, of course. And the goal, I think, was this banger right here coming into the left-hand side. To put it in the back of there. Quick look at the shot grid here, shall you? Quick look at the shot grid. Here is a quick look at the shot grid. As you can see, the light blue is Model Russia. Of course, the darker colour is, of course, Finland. Ball was in the back of the net for Finland also, but absolutely spectacular goal for Miranchuk to put it in the mix for goal of the season or goal of the tournament. This is the Russian heat map. As you can see, a lot of possession in midfield. And again, not going up top as well. So yeah, of course they were the better side. Unlucky to lose maybe against the Belgians, but of course Belgians were a class above. Russia seemed to be good against the mediocre teams, but when it comes up against a bigger nation, they kind of fluff their lines. But they got back on terms here with the win. Of course, puts them right in the mix now with a shot to go through to the latter stage. It all depends on what goes on with them against Denmark. Perhaps let's just say the Danes were to lose against Belgium. Then it's all about goal difference at the end, and that 3-0 spanking by Belgium could be a negative for Russia. As for Finland, of course, a lot of ground covered. Defenders were very busy, especially in this sort of right-hand side of defence. They're preferring to go down the left-hand side of attack as well, and the keeper very active. As you can see, the touch maps. These are the Russians again, looking like they're going down the left and the right-hand side, predominantly for their attacking exploits, and again quite very prominent in the attacking third within the left-hand side. So very weak on this right-hand side. As for the Finns, again, very dominant in the back, or very high possession in the back, which of course is not what they want to do. They want to be further up the field. They look good in the first half, first 10-15 minutes, but ultimately they fell short in the second. Quick look at the starting lineups, shall we? Of course, starting with Russia. These are Savanov between sticks, Desikia, Diev, Baranov. At your back there, three centre backs: Ozadov, Zobnin, Fernandez, who was stretched off, Kuzanov. Who else do we have on there? Miranchuk, the goal scorer, Golovin, and Zugba, who of course is the main attacking force. As for the Finns, Horaki between the sticks: Shaugnausti, Orakachuchi, Tavio, Karamara, Shula, Lord, Latiala, Unanen, Puki, and Papajan, who did have the ball in the back of it, but of course failed to get over the line. Plays for Union Berlin these days. Quickly at the subs, we did get to see Karav coming on, the 26-year-old. 19-year-old from Zenit. Maxim Mukin did come on, 19-year-old. Rifat Servatovov, he came on as well. And Alexander Sobolovov. The attacking players were reserved because there was no need. As for the Finns, Jurichenko, Fredrik Jensen, Piri Sori, and Lacey Lampanainen are coming on. But of course, no joy. Still no time for Marcus Voss. Quick look at the formations there, shall we? 5 at the back for the Finns, 3 and a 2 up top. As for Russia, 3 at the back, 4 in midfield, and 2 and 3 up top. The man of the match for Finland, I would say, would probably go to the likes of Teemu Pukki or maybe a Shaughnowski at the back. As for Mother Russia, we're looking at potentially maybe Alexei Miranchuk with the goal. And down the bottom here, you can see the timing of the events. Goal for Finland was around about here, but of course, right at the death, 46 minute was, of course, spoiling the show, going in favour of Russia. Quick look what's been said on social media then, shall we? Noah Brown said massive win. Reggie XVI said undeserved. Finland were much better and they deserve a draw. Gio Mackie said best thing about the Finland-Russia game was the final whistle. Ignore that Brereton business. Fedorov said would be shit for us if Miranchuk didn't score too many missed shots. Russia wins and keeps chances of going to the next stage, as Finland also has a chance to advance. That was by Ilton Jose Delamina. Shankar Sarkari Bahida said, come on, anyway, for just to minimise human error, we cannot become mindless slaves to machine technology. Football isn't a 100-metre race, and we start calling hairline offsides. It is very unfortunate how Finland were robbed of the goal and chance to progress in Euro 2020. Andres Liam said Finland played so boring, and it was so undeserved that they won against the broken Denmark team. They had 1 shot and a goal all game. Kevin Brawl Star says undeserved. Finland scores 1, Denmark 0. That's all it takes. It's not about deserving, it's about scoring goals. Finland scored and defended well against Denmark. Deserved win, in my opinion. Meanwhile, Mitro said Russia woke up feeling dangerous. 1 lucky goal saved by referee. Layman boring tactics. The worst manager of the tournament. Took 1 shot on target. Another 3 loss coming against the Danes. Mr. Spaceman said draw would have been fair. Russia appalling. No movement, no energy, no nothing. And Navin said Russia was good, but really poor with finishing when you give them through ball. So, of course, as you can see, there's a spectrum of opinions out there. Let me know your thoughts about the match down. Kicking on forward, then take a look at the state of Group B right here. Russia 1 step closer. Finland still in the mix as well. Finland got to play Belgium next, so that could be damage limitation. It could come down to goal difference at the moment. Again, when you look at the state of play for the rest of the groups, people are thinking 3 points will be enough. On this scenario, 3 points could get you second spot. So we'll see how all that plays out a little bit later on. So right here, right now, Belgium still top the group with that respective 3-0 win over the Russians. They take on the Danes tomorrow, so we'll see how that pans out. And again, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below about this one. The state of play of Group B. Are Russia in the mix or Finland going home? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. We'll look forward to seeing what you got on the roster next time around. Be sure to give the video some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe, and I'll see you soon, whatever that may be. Group B, starting to heat up. Until then, out.